Hi there, I've just bought this lovely old model of 1917 Edison rifle made in the US in .30-06 caliber, and it's a fantastic piece of history. Really like it. First thing I like to do when I get a rifle is to completely strip it and check everything's clean and working okay. When I bought this rifle I wasn't sure how to take out the bolt and strip it, and so I had a look online. There was a bit of information, but I thought it could be better, so I thought I would just do a very short video just to show you how it can be done. First thing you need to do is make yourself a little tool, and I've done that from a large washer with a 6mm hole in the middle, and simply you just need a file and a pair of tin snips, cut out a slot, and then just file it up, and there you have your tool. Okay, so how do we strip the bolt? First thing we need to do, okay, is to put our tool in between the back of the bolt and the cocking piece. Now I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so let's just check the rifle's clear. Rifle's clear. Okay, so we put on the safety catch, you can see that, so push that to the back, and then we push the bolt forward. Now because the safety catch is on and we push the bolt forward, the cocking piece there will come out of the back of the bolt sleeve, and that allows us to put our tool in and just slip it in there, and what you're doing is you're actually slipping it over the firing pin. So with that in place, we take out the bolt. Now the bolt lock is here on the side. We pull that out, and that allows the bolt to come out. So what we do now is strip the bolt in its entirety. This will simply be screwed out, which is the cocking piece, the bolt sleeve, spring and the firing pin. So let's just put those on one side for the moment, and we'll deal with how to remove the extractor. Now the extractor spring has a lug at the front which locates in a slot that runs around close to the bolt face. It doesn't run around the whole bolt, it finishes just here, and there's a section there with no slot. And what we want to do is rotate the extractor around, and so it brings that locking lug out of the slot here. You can see it lifts up the front of the spring. If I put that back, you can see it's down, and as it comes round it will lift up, and then we simply put our thumb on the back, and just push it, and it comes off. It's actually located on this ring here as well, and there's a couple of slots underneath there. So there's the extractor spring off, there's the bolt stripped. Now the next job is to remove the firing pin from the sleeve and the cocking piece. So what we need is a piece of wood and a steady hand. So we grip the sleeve and we pull down on the sleeve and remove our tool. We need to pull it down far enough so the bottom of the cocking piece is clear of the sleeve, and we turn it half a turn, and that simply lifts off. And then we gently release the pressure, take off the spring. Just show you that again. The cocking piece on the back just takes half a turn to locate it. Very simple. And there you have it. There you have your bolt stripped. Now let's put it back together. So spring on. Need to put the pressure on the bolt sleeve and put on the cocking piece. Cocking piece on, quarter turn, and then we'll put in our tool. And there we have that back together. Now, to put on the extractor, we need to locate these lugs here, and so we move this ring around, so again where there isn't a slot And what I find is, if you put your thumb on the back of the spring, just locate that on the lugs first, slide it back. If you put your thumb on the back of the spring here, where it's not supported, it lifts up the front of the spring. You see that lifting up? So now we simply press on the back, lift that up, and that locking lug goes onto the bolt there, and we just turn around until it locates in that slot. And there we have it, that's back on again. Now, simply screw the firing pin and the sleeve and the cocking piece back into place, and there we have the bolt that we removed at the beginning. And from there we take the rifle, safety still on, bolt in, pull out the bolt lock. Now again we press on the bolt forward, take out the tool and gently let that off. Take off the safety, and there we have our bolt. And there we have it, it's as simple as that. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.